Welcome to the Biomatrix Organization and Societal Transformation Programs. I'm Elisabeth Dostal of Biomatrix Web, the designer and presenter of the programs. They have been developed on the basis of my experience as a futurist, management consultant and management educator in the course of approximately 30 years. As a futurist working at the Institute for Futures Research of the University of Stellenbosch in South Africa about 20 or so years ago, I learned about complex societal problems ranging from poverty to climate change. We also learned that these problems are unsolvable with current strategic thinking. Since then, this has become more widely acknowledged. My favorite example is the conclusion of the G20 after the Finance Summit in March 2009, when they said that we understand what brought about the finance crisis, but we do not know what to do about it. One could replace the word finance crisis with poverty, war, climate change, unsustainable energy use, population explosion, and any other complex societal problem, be it global, regional, national, or local. It was in the context of searching for ways of solving complex societal problems that we encountered systems thinking. Thinkers like Eckhoff, Garchadaki, Meadows, Senge and others came to the Institute for Futures Research and shared their knowledge with us. I was fascinated by this body of knowledge, but soon realized that system thinking and related paradigms like complexity theory, for example, are a disjointed field of knowledge. They consist of overlapping concepts and apparently competing approaches. I also realized that they are not comprehensive enough in terms of theory and methodology to really solve the complex societal problems that we studied in futures research. I left the Institute for Futures Research to join a multidisciplinary PhD program on biomatrix systems theory, which I intuitively recognized as contributing concepts that were lacking amongst the other systems theories. And I participated in the so-called Biomatrix group with the development of biomatrix systems theory. We aimed to integrate the key concepts of the other systems thinkers into one coherent and internally consistent theoretical framework that is both multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary. At the same time as we worked on co-creating the theory, the members of the Biomatrix group applied the knowledge in their specific disciplines, which range from engineering, physics, biology, medical science, technology, management science, to musicology. My experience as a management consultant is derived from applying the theory to organization and societal problem solving, organization and societal development, and change management. Through application, I got a deeper understanding of system thinking from a practical perspective. The application also brought challenges that required the further refinement and development of biomatrix theory. My experience as management educator is associated with two challenges. Firstly, managers or MBA students challenged me with their problems that they experienced in their environment, and we could discuss it also from a theoretical perspective as well as practical perspective, while in management consulting often the theoretical perspective is not the appropriate one for discussion. The second challenge I encountered as a management educator was the challenge to facilitate a paradigm shift, because system thinking represents a paradigm shift, and how does one teach such a body of knowledge? The application and teaching of biometric systems thinking made me realize why general systems thinking in its various forms seemed to have had so little impact on improving our social, economic and political life, although that paradigm exists for more than half a century. I think that the main reason for this is the fragmentation of the theory and its application in a fragmented way. For example, at MBA programs, system thinking is mostly taught as one of many subjects in isolation from other subjects, instead of being the overarching theory of system organization and management within which the other subjects are contextualized. Another reason is the lack of a comprehensive and practical systems design and change management methodology that can involve many and diverse stakeholders in the co-design of their shared system. The Biomatrix transformation programs represent such a methodology that is grounded in a comprehensive transdisciplinary systems theory. According to Biomatrix systems theory, the web of life, or biomatrix as we call it, consists of two types of systems. Firstly, an entity system that is a system like a person, organization, a planet, a society, a cell in the body, and so on. And secondly, activity systems. The activity systems refer to the functions or organized actions of the various entity systems. And typically, activity systems connect one entity to another entity. To change these two types of systems requires different, even if complementary approaches. And these are represented by our two programs, namely the Biomatrix Organization Transformation Program, which is designed to transform entity systems, and the Biomatrix Societal Transformation Program, which is aimed at transforming supply chains, either internal ones within an organization, like various internal functions, or external ones like industry supply chains or public institutions. The theoretical concept underlying the Organization Transformation Program is that entity systems emerge from the interaction of their activity systems. For example, the organization develops according to the interaction and the development of its different functions, be they business functions, support functions, organizational functions, etc. The Organization Transformation Program meets the following organizational challenges. A changing business environment demands ongoing change and development of the organization. Also, a well-developed organization demands development of all its functions or activity systems, and a well-functioning system balances the various activity systems with each other and coordinates their interaction. The typical systemic organizational problems arise from violating one or all of these challenges, be it communication problems, coordination problems, sub-optimization problems, internal competition, employee burnout, or whatever. More specifically, the Biomatrix Organization Transformation Program coordinates the interaction of all functions within an organization. It does that through a matrix structure and coordinating governance frameworks, amongst others. It also balances the functions so that the whole entity is optimized. It establishes sustainable development as well as organizational learning and knowledge management, and it establishes a cascaded performance management system throughout the organization. The framework of the organization transformation program is the three-dimensional matrix, according to which the functioning of the organization is going to be reorganized. The theoretical concept that underlies the societal transformation program is that activity systems or functions link up to form larger or overarching supply or value chains. The biggest challenge that the societal transformation program addresses is that of unsustainable industries. More specifically, an unsustainable industry arises from the interaction of independent economic actors that are having business models that are not aligned to a sustainable development goal of the containing industry. The Biomatrix Societal Transformation Program redesigns the overarching industry supply and value chain for sustainable development. For example, a redesign of the energy industry for clean and renewable energy generation and use, or a nutrition supply chain redesign that serves health. From the overarching industry design, the strategies can be cascaded into the various sub-industries so that the relatively independent economic actors associated with each sub-industry can adjust their business models to co-produce the sustainability aims of the industry as a whole. The framework of the Societal Transformation Program is the activity system arrow framework, consisting also of sub-arrows. They represent a supply chain. Within the biomatrix, we can distinguish vertical and horizontal supply chains. In fact, the whole biomatrix is a web of interacting supply chains, which run through the multidimensional and multi-level web of the biomatrix. And this together is the framework for the Societal Transformation Program.